Hey Pisces, how you doing? Going to get into your read here. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what messages are coming in for Pisces second half of December. Let's see what messages are coming in for Pisces second half of December. Too many cards. These are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest out here. All right. Well, interesting reads today. I think Scorpio. A few signs are getting a lot of frustration type of energy. We'll see how this one goes here for you. And I'm also focused on finances and, just the basic fundamental stuff right now. So we'll see if this ends up being a love reading for you guys. We start off with the Six of Wands. Leo energy here. Now, the Six of Wands, you can see, is on his horse. There's people there in the background here. He's holding proudly onto that wand, and he's getting some sort of acknowledgement here. So maybe there's a sense of victory, a sense of accomplishment here coming up for you for the second half of December. Let's see your challenge here. We have the Ace of Wands. So there could be a project, there could be some sort of new idea, a new beginning that you've been trying to work on here. We have the Three of Pentacles, and maybe there's a sense of you, wanting some sort of recognition. And it's not like you're out there. I'm not trying to say it like you're out there saying, I put all that work and I deserve this. I'm not that type of energy. It's more like I put a lot of work into something, but is it being recognized? And for some of you guys, there's a sense of wanting to move towards a new idea, but maybe there's some challenges here with that Ace of Wands. You have an idea, and maybe you're just looking at how can I start this. Okay, so it might be a little bit different for some of you guys here. So let's see how this goes. Let's see this recent past here for Pisces. We have the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups here in the recent past, maybe even, with family here, it feels like you've been focusing on your Ten of Cups. It could just be your own definition. It doesn't have to be with someone. Maybe you are with someone, but it's just more focused on home and family and happiness and stuff like that, right? So it's just your abundance is what you've been focusing on in the recent past. And I feel like now you're moving into this energy of like, maybe, and it's been coming up in a lot of the zodiacs anyway, but it's like a sense of reflection. And you don't really need tarot for that. This is like towards the end of the year, a lot of us just kind of get into this energy of looking back at the year and what we've done, what we've created, what we have accomplished. And you get into this energy of like, okay, well, next year, what I'm going to accomplish, what do I want to create next year. And maybe that's the energy that you're in. Six of Wands here, I want to be successful next year, but what do I want to do? What's the new thing? What am I going to level up, right? And sometimes we do get into an energy, which is a good energy to get into, is to challenge yourself on things. And maybe you're getting to this energy like, I want to do this, but if I do this, next year, if let's just say it's weight loss, I want to lose this much by next year. If it's a new book you want to create, I want to complete it by March of next year. You know what I mean? Like it's an energy like that here. Okay, so let's see your focus, Pisces. Let's see your focus. Yeah, Four of Wands, right? So your home. This is your family. This could be about your stability here as well. So there's a sense of like leveling up in regards to what you want to create. For some of you guys, it's like maybe you want to buy a new home. Maybe this is focusing on some sort of stability there. And we have the Magician underneath here. So the Magician has everything that he needs to create this. And it feels like you are getting to that energy of saying, I'm going to manifest what I want. My lifestyle, what's going to make me happy. So it doesn't have to be, we always talk about buying a home, right? But you don't have to buy a home. You could do whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. It's whatever your Ten of Cups is. Some people, nowadays a lot of us will live and do the van life, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. It's all made and decked out, and they're traveling and stuff, and that is your Ten of Cups. So it's like everyone has their own definition now. It's not, you don't have to go buy a house, right? But this is a sense of stability. This is a sense of moving towards something that makes you happy, making a lifestyle here that you enjoy. Okay, it's like getting out of this energy of the same old, what people expect us to do. Years ago, like our parents would say, you gotta, get a job, you gotta get married, you gotta have kids, and boom, that's it, right? It feels like there's a little bit of a switch up here for you, Pisces. It's like a different way of living, and it's more free in this energy that I'm picking up here. So it's nice. I like it. Let me see the possibilities here. Ace of Cups. Look at that. Now the Ace of Cups is, so we have the Ace of Wands here. Now it is your challenge. We're going to get back into that. But the Ace of Cups is also about creative ideas. This is about loving yourself. This is focused on you, right? But also, I feel like Pisces, this could be an opportunity for new love that's coming towards you. So let's see what's coming in. Yeah, I got some new beginnings here for you. Let me see the near future here for Pisces. What is the near future for Pisces? We have the Hermit. All right, so maybe towards the end of this year, you're going to get into this Virgo Hermit energy, going within, and you can see, yeah, in the lamp here, he has the star, right? And that is like Aquarius energy in there, right? So this is about looking at what is your wish fulfillment, right? You have an idea, obviously we have all this going, but remember, Ace of Wands is a challenge. It's like, I want to create something, but how do I do that, right? Eight of Pentacles underneath, more Virgo energy. I need to get hard to work on something. I need to create something. I need to learn something. I need to level up. Maybe there's a sense of needing to take a course to focus on something, right? So, there's something here about learning more before moving into this Ace of Wands. So maybe this is a sense of you needing to get into this energy so you could. Think something through, and it's like going within. And also the Hermit, it's about charging your energy back up again. So maybe this is a sense, when I talk about reflection, it is a sense of taking the remainder of the year, if you can. Not everyone can, but is to recharge yourself, take a break for yourself, take your own mini vacation here with that Ace of Cups, and love yourself a little bit. Do something that you haven't done in a while, or something like something that is fun. And I feel like sometimes when we start doing stuff that we pull yourself back and just kind of go do things, sometimes that's when the idea comes in. You know what I mean? It's like when you least expect it, that's when something comes towards you. And maybe that's the advice here in this reading so far. All right, I feel like that is the advice here for you, Pisces. It's like needing to disconnect in some way here. In your power, we have the Knight of Pentacles, more earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So in your power, it's like a sense of moving forward towards success. But the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow type of energy too. So there is a sense of understanding that you're not looking for, overnight success. I mean, it can happen quite a bit, but I feel like there's you having this matureness and understanding that whatever you're going to work on here is going to take time, and you're prepared for that. All right, so let me see your environment here, Pisces. Let's get your environment for Pisces here. The Wheel of Fortune. Nice. All right, so things are going to shift here for you, Pisces. You do have a little bit of backup, a little bit of luck coming towards you. The Wheel of Fortune is a strike of luck too. So whatever you're working on, whatever you've been trying to do, maybe even feel like you're already in the hermit mode, like everything's stuck, right? Maybe you feel like this Ten of Swords right now, things are not moving forward, but I can feel like there's a shift that's coming in. And again, I feel like in this reading, remember I told you earlier what the advice was, but the Hermit card I feel like is going to be the main thing in this reading here for you. It's like tapping into this Hermit energy is going to be beneficial. Sometimes they say less is more. So I feel like that's, whoever needs to hear that, I feel like that's going to be beneficial. All right. Your hopes and fears, we do have the Knight of Wands. Look at this. I mean, the Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And it's also an energy of just getting out there, man. Like the adventures and travel and road trips and doing something new, trying a new hobby. Go kart racing, go play some golf, go do some fishing, go do something, right? It's like that energy. It's like get out there and have a little bit of fun. That Knight of Wands, right? So again, this is going to help with this blockage, this Ace of Wands type of energy. Your potential outcome here, and I say potential because you have the power to change it. And that's a lot of cards here, so we're not going to take that. Let's see. Potential outcome here. The Eight of Swords, like I said, I said you have the potential to change it here, and you have the Seven of Wands underneath. So with the future outcome being the Eight of Swords, and I see the Seven of Wands, it's like there's so much good energy in your reading here, and it's about breaking free, and again, I'm going back to this Knight of Wands here. And maybe you've been feeling restricted. Maybe you feel like you can't move forward in a certain situation. You can't leave a job and go to another job. You can't start this new project because you got other stuff going on, and you got too much responsibilities going on. And how can I start a new book, and how can I start a new channel, all that stuff. You're talking yourself out of a situation. And it's saying here, we got everything good energy wise. You're very creative, you have the talents that you need here to create the lifestyle that you want. But you need to get out of this Eight of Swords energy, free yourself from feeling restricted. And so, just your message earlier, I feel like that was the heavy advice there for you. And I feel like your advice here is to break free. And sometimes breaking free is tough, all right? So, this is just for me talking his experience. Um, just like I'll use tarot, this channel as an example. When I started it, I wasn't too sure. Like I was doing some readings with friends and stuff before, and my friends kept saying to start a channel. Make sure you go on YouTube. People are gonna like it and this and that. And I didn't believe them. I went months without even thinking about it, and then finally I just said, I'm gonna do it. I went Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm gonna give it a shot. Right? It was just a risk. It was one of those things like I'm gonna try something brand new. Knight of Wands energy. It is what it is. If I fail, I fail. But at least I tried. Right? That's the energy that I got myself into. Then all of a sudden, my first round of videos got pretty much nothing. Right? I did the fire signs, and I got maybe, I don't know, like less than 30 views, maybe even 2 to 3 likes. I mean, you guys can look back. I have it all in the playlist and everything. And then I went into cycling another, 12 around to 12 videos there. And then Taurus took off, and then I stayed persistent. I kept working at it. I kept focusing on what I wanted. And the thing is, I'm doing something that I love to do. That's the main thing. If you don't love to do something, there's no point doing it, right? So it's like this idea, this new beginning here that you want. You want to make sure you really want to do it. You want to get up in the morning and be very excited to do it, right? I mean, otherwise, like I said, it's more straining if you don't want to do something. But not going to get so far into that. Maybe I'll save that for another video. But I just feel like it's maybe that you need to get into that Eight of Swords reverse and say, you know what? Understand that if you do try something and it fails, realize that you know that at the end of the day you've tried it, and you don't want to live a life with any sort of regret. And I feel like that's going to help you get out of this Eight of Swords energy. And maybe there is a sense of, with the Seven of Wands here, there is a sense of being defensive. And maybe there's people around you here that are not giving you the support. Maybe there's a lot of people giving their own opinion of what you need to do, how you want to do it. Create your website this way, start the project this way, create a book like this, put a story like this. These are all the noise that you need to block off, right? And I feel like you need to start getting into this energy too, to help you, because again, you have so much talent and potential to create something that you want. Why wouldn't you want to do something for yourself, right? So it's saying here, the Seven of Wands is a very defensive, fightful type of energy, but not necessarily getting into that energy, but to letting people know, like, hey, you know what? This is my thing. This is what I want to do. If I want to go, this is my lifestyle that I want. Then if you don't like it, then you don't like it. And getting into that mentality is going to, number one, show you who's your friends and who's going to have your back. And you're going to realize that group gets really small really quick here. But when I see the Wheel of Fortune over here, it just feels as though, the energy has your back, the universe has your back, you have support here. Okay, so I just feel like the look at all these cards, very nice cards, and you have this, I don't want to move forward yet, and so and I'm not saying you have to do this today. Everyone has to take, you're going to do it when you feel you're ready to do it. Okay, it's like, smoking, right? This has nothing to do with your reading here, because we're talking about something else, but like that's the same sense, right? If someone was smoking all the time, I'm talking about cigarettes. If they're smoking cigarettes all the time, and then someone keeps telling you to quit smoking, obviously it's bad for your health, and you have to quit smoking, but you can't do it yet, right? But you're gonna do it when you feel like doing it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of the same concept. I don't know if that kind of fits into what I'm saying, but not a lot of people. Well, maybe a few guys know what I'm talking about, but it's that type of energy. It's like you're gonna do it when you feel like it's the right time to do it. So it's not gonna just happen overnight here. But understand, like I said, I feel like, you know if you come to an age where you look back and say, damn, I should have tried that, because you might just end up seeing someone else do the same thing and they become very successful, and it's gonna bite your head off right there, man. Like that's the type of energy. But whatever it is here, it's gonna bring success. All right, it's gonna bring that abundance that you were looking for. And we have that Six of Wands in the beginning of the reading. This is saying here that whatever you're gonna work on is gonna bring success, and people are gonna acknowledge your hard work for it. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. I don't know where the smoking thing came from, but maybe someone needed to hear it. But I don't need to clarify, man. This is pretty clear on this. So if it does help you in any way, Pisces, please do hit that like. Feel free to leave a comment, and I will be getting into. There might be a couple of bonus readings here for you, but I'll be getting into 2023 readings here. So stay tuned for that. And if you guys have not subscribed, please do so if you feel like we vibe here. And until next time, we'll see you. Guys, have a good one.